Thank you for joining this lesson, Transformations. Triangle ABC as vertices 3, 2, 6, 2, 5, 5, respectively. The triangle A prime, B prime, C prime is the image of triangle ABC after translation vector T, which is a negative 7, 1. On the grid below, draw the triangle ABC and ABC prime, or rather the triangle and its image. So that is exactly what I will begin with right away. Let me draw the axis first. Yeah, let me put the two axes there. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative. The negatives also. Yeah. Now we have a 3, 2. This is where point A should be. We also have a 6, 2. This is where B is. And we are also having 5, 5. So this is where C is. The triangle is AB, then C. Now, for us to carry out a translation, the vector is negative 7, 1. So for the x-axis, we are moving 7 steps to the negative side. That means to the left-hand side, negative 7. Then for the y, it is positive 1, so upwards. So negative 7 and positive 1. So from here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1. Now we go 1 upwards. So that is where C is going to be. That is point C prime. If we go to A, now we'll start a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1. Then 1. So that is going to be A prime. Then finally we got B, whereby we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then positive 1. We go 1 upwards. So this is going to be B prime. So this is now the translated triangle. The translated triangle. Let me connect it. That is how simply we carry out a translation given the vector. You don't necessarily have to calculate the coordinates of the triangle. But now we are told and state its Actually, we are not stating coordinates. Coordinates are being stated now for the second question. We were just drawing. That is done. Triangle A double prime, B double prime, C double prime is the image of ABC prime after reflection in the line y equals to x plus 1. X plus 1 on the same axis. Draw triangle ABC double prime and state its coordinates. Therefore, if we are given the mirror line y equals to x plus 1, then we need to draw it first. If x is 1, y is going to be x plus 1, so it becomes 2. If x is 2, y is going to be x plus 1, which makes it a 3. If the value of x is 3, y becomes 4, and such. So I need to come up now with such a line. 1, 2, that is the coordinate. 2, 3, that is the coordinate. Therefore now, this is the line through which we are going to rotate. So this is the mirror line, which I can label it y equals to x plus 1. That is our mirror line. Now we are going to rotate to reflect. Sorry. So we reflect by dropping each of the points through a perpendicular line to the mirror line. So I draw a line, I draw an arc like that. Then I'm standing here and using the arcs. Now I'll make other arcs, an arc here, and standing here, another arc. Then now I produce. So from this point, which is B, this arc, we are coming to the mirror line perpendicularly. So what I should do is just to take the distance from the mirror line to B. Then now I transfer the same distance to the other side. And that will be at this point. Therefore, B double prime is going to be found there. I will do the same for C, such that standing at C, now I will do some arcs. Yeah. Then I stand at those arcs. I make another arc. I make an arc. And I stand on the other side of the arc. I cut the first arc. Now this will be a perpendicular line from C to the mirror line. Yeah. This connects C and the mirror line perpendicularly. This is the connection. So now on the opposite side now, I need to take the distance from the mirror line to where C is. Then I transfer it to this other side. That means now my C prime is going to be found here. Actually, it is C double prime, like that. And finally, I got my point A now, whereby I need again to use my compass very well. I stand at this point. I make an arc. Then now using those arcs, I make other arcs. I make an arc and I stand at the other point. I make an arc to cut the first one. Then I produce that perpendicular line from A to the mirror line. I'm just dotting the lines because the objects and the images will be using complete lines. So I use a dotted line for this case. So now I will need to stand at the mirror line. I pick the distance to point A. Then I transfer the distance to the other side. That means this is where my A double prime is going to be. Now with A, B, C, I can connect A, B, then C. C is here. Yes, that is the triangle. That is the triangle after the reflection. That is the triangle after the reflection. The next or the last is now a rotation, whereby we are told the state coordinates. So A double prime is going to be, this is 2, -3. We have B double prime. This is 2. We are at 2, 0. Then we have C double prime, which is at 5, -1. Yes, that is now the triangle and its coordinates. Triangle A triple prime, B triple prime, C triple prime is the image of the above after negative 90 turn. Negative 90. Negative 90 degrees means a turn in the clockwise direction. When you see negative, it means in the clockwise direction. So we're going to do a rotation in the clockwise direction on the same axis in the clockwise direction. Therefore, ours is to connect. Ours is to connect if it's a point like B, we connect it to the origin. Then we move 90 degrees in the clockwise direction. So if the line connecting B and the origin is this one, then 90 degrees in the clockwise direction means 90 towards this direction. Therefore, that will be 90 in the clockwise direction. And if we have two squares, now we move again two squares at this point. So this will be B triple prime. So that will be a rotation, center origin, 90 in the clockwise direction. We can connect other points like A. When we connect A, like that, then now we have to measure 90 degrees in the clockwise direction. So standing there and measuring 90 degrees. And measuring 90 degrees. So I can produce the line here for 90 degrees. I can actually dot it. And just dot it. So that now, standing at the center of rotation and lifting the distance to A, I just bring it to this other side. And it means the rotated point now is going to be here. So this will be A triple prime. Then we have B finally. So we have C, sorry. So when C is brought to the center, then we move a little bit. So that we may stand there to measure the 90 in the clockwise direction. That is 90. Then now I produce this 90. So that I may just stand here. I pick the distance to C. Then I transfer it to this side. And C is going to be here. Triple prime. So now we can join A, B, C. So A to B, then to C. This is going to be the last triangle. So now this is the rotated triangle. Negative 90 degrees about the origin. That is coordinate 0, 0. Finally, state the type of congruence between triangles ABC and ABC prime. ABC and ABC prime, you see, this triangle can be lifted and placed on this one without even twisting it. Therefore, it means they are directly congruence. So, this is going to be direct congruence. State the congruence between the triangles. So, direct congruence. Then the first image and the third one. The first and the third. Now, if we lift this one into this one, they are not going to fit directly unless we do some twisting. Therefore, they are oppositely or inversely congruent. indirect or opposite congruence. So that is how we answer the questions, and that is how we carry out the transformations. Thank you. Subscribe and share.